I normally charge people for photography.
You-
It's my airspace that you're flying in. And then what do I find? You've got your drone over my house. I am not pleased.
Yeah, but I said,
You took the liberty.
but I said hypothetically.
I am not impressed. I'm taking your bike.
So welcome back. We're here in Essex, pretty much in the middle of nowhere. Looking at Marney Tower, wedding venue, and it does have a tour today, open to the public. Scary going past his horns there, because I've got no battery left on this, so if I accelerate it might just accelerate and all of a sudden stop. But look at this for a location, guys. This is going to make an amazing drone flight, whether they like it or not. And today 2 till 3, and what's the time now? 2:24. Hello. I've brought a drone today.
Ah,
Yeah.
we don't allow them here, as far as I know.
Is it only you here today? Or is it?
I can get in touch with someone just to make sure, but I'm pretty 99% certain that they won't allow it.
Really?
Yes, yeah,
Because I wanted to get the drone up to the tower and go round it close.
yeah.
You know what I mean, right?
I don't think so. Hi there. Gentleman's just come in and he wants to use his drone, but I don't think it's allowed, is it?
It's a small drone.
Right. Just checking.
No worries.
So, no, I didn't know. Oh, right, okay. So permission in advance and a copy of the licence.
What about if I do it now?
No, I don't know.
Ask-
He's being very insistent.
No.
Do you want to come round and have a quick word?
Just, I was going to say, if
Thank you, thanks, bye.
I was going to,
Somebody's-
yeah, no worries.
I'm only the shop lady, so I can't...
My theory was if I was to go off the property, out, back, that way, me, and then
Well, I'm not going to
fly
say
across.
anything at all.
No, I'm just saying that was kind of my theory I was thinking of then. I can wait, I know. I
To
can.
come in, you need to buy a ticket anyway, so that's £12.
Right. It's open today, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, yes, yeah.
What does £12 allow you to do?
So it allows you to go up the tower
Oh, right.
and the church and the gardens.
Oh, right,
and
nice.
Barn, the long gallery,
Yeah.
yeah, the farmyard area, so quite a bit.
I'll see what this person says
See what
first.
they say, yes, yeah,
Um,
and then we'll take it from there.
Yeah,
Then
no.
you can decide whether to
yeah.
buy a ticket or
So
not.
what's in there? Is that just a courtyard?
That's the courtyard.
Ah. It's quite a big place, isn't it? Yeah. All right, I'll wait just by the... I've got a bike, so I'm going to wait with the bike. Okay. The owner?
Yes.
Really? Okay. No, right, I can wait. Is the owner quite a famous person, or is it like
In her own right, yes.
is it like a lord or a baron or somebody? Is it
Not quite.
Okay.
But, almost.
quite high up here?
Quite, yes.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I'll wait out here.
Right.
Thanks. I certainly don't mind waiting 10 minutes. It's just rode 6.5 miles. No. Yep. Put it round the tower, over the grounds.
I have to say, we're not very fond of that sort of thing.
Oh, right.
Intrusion onto what is a private house.
Someone living there, is it? Or
Yeah.
right,
it's a
I got you.
There is someone
Yeah.
living there.
I mean, it's a beautiful grounds and the building.
It's a lovely grounds,
So I thought the
what
camera.
What are you planning to do with the pictures when you've taken them?
Make a video with the
Do with it what?
publish it.
On what?
Just social media maybe, or online some
do you
form.
have a? Do you have
Sorry, that sun's killing my eye.
Right. Do you have a channel or something that you normally post these things? Have you done it before?
I don't really post it anywhere specifically every time. I do fly around the odd sort of historic building and stuff. Yeah.
I mean, because we normally charge people for photography.
You charge them?
Yes, we
Right.
charge them.
How much?
Well, it depends what you're planning to do with it, you see, which
Right.
is why I need to know.
Oh,
and
right.
also, we would need your insurance, because I can't have you crashing your drone on my roof and damaging tiles and things. So, that's if you've got your insurance, I might be a bit more calm about the whole thing.
I do have insurance for the drone.
Yeah, but you don't have a copy of it here to show me.
I never get a copy of it, a paper copy.
If you've got
No,
it
no,
on your
no.
phone, I'd be happy on that.
Okay, and what would...
Yeah, and I mean, your best bet is to send us an email. I'm not saying it wouldn't be yes,
Right.
but I just off the spur of the moment, without us knowing really what you're up to. It is, as I say, a private home, so it's quite intrusive upon our lives. Because it does go up and over areas that, I mean, that's the whole purpose.
That's the whole purpose of it, right?
Yeah, exactly. so we want to have a little bit of control of it.
How much control would you want?
Well, I don't know. If you send me what your plans are, then I would. We will answer it. I'll discuss it properly, and we'll answer you properly. Is the answer.
Okay.
Now, we're not adverse to it, and maybe if we could do some form of exchange, something. We could use some of your footage. That would be useful.
I mean, I'm perfectly open to, let's say, hypothetically saying I fly today.
Yeah. We won't be flying today, is the answer.
From out there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
So yeah, but but I mean, just send us an email, and then if you want to do it, we can do it properly. Yeah.
See that bike?
It's a very smart bike. I thought, wow, there's a man who loves gadgets.
I've rode 6.5 miles on that to get here.
Well, I don't like to be rude,
And
but
I've got to go that far back.
We've got a website, we've got email addresses, we've got methods of communication. Usually, you come from Colchester, have you?
No, that today was the begins with a K. Kelv.
Hampton?
Yeah.
So you come up on the train, have you?
Today I have, yeah.
So where's home for you? Where's base?
Midlands.
Oh my goodness, you're miles away from
I
home.
am miles away from home today.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, the answer is, I'm afraid, is still the same. It's a great, have a wander around. You're very welcome to do that. You can come as a visitor. We are open to the public. But when it comes to drones footage, you are on we're much more uncomfortable about that instinctively. So we need to just have a bit more confidence about what you're doing and where.
I mean, hypothetically, if I was to go off.
Yeah, I mean, if you go onto public footpaths, I can't stop you, but I would be really disappointed if I was to discover a drone over my house having had this conversation.
Do you live here, do you?
Yeah, this is my home, so
Nice.
it's me that you will be intruding upon.
Nice.
So that is my response to you, okay?
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
What I tend to do with these locations is I try and get what I can. So let's say you would have said to me, go to the top of the tower and launch, I don't care. I'll do what I can.
Yeah.
You're saying essentially,
I'm saying,
no today.
No today. You could maybe do from the top of the tower another time. I'm not saying no.
That's
I
extreme.
just want a bit more conversation with you before you do it. But there are footpaths all around, and you do get a fantastic view of this place from a long way away.
Right.
So if you don't, as long as you don't intrude upon my garden,
Where's that
there's
from
a
here?
nice footpaths around below the church. You can go around and all around there, and I'm completely relaxed about that. Just don't come into my garden because I've got children and grandchildren.
You're relaxed about it, providing we go through what you've spoke about,
Yes,
right?
if
Not
you
yeah.
want to
Got
come,
you,
if
yeah,
you
yeah.
want to come closer and come in and use our land, and then I would like to know that you're insured. I'd like to know that
Sure.
what you're planning to do with it, where you're going to go with it, and that sort of thing. But if you want to just do what I call public droning on public footpaths, fine, but don't bring it over the garden now today. Having bicycled so far, you might like some reward for your hard work. That sounds acceptable as a compromise?
So this is where I wanted to go with it. I'd go out there, unless there's a public footpath anywhere else. I don't know.
The road goes down here. That's a public road.
Which road, sorry?
It's out of over the top of the category. Go down.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
public footpath that goes to the church.
Okay.
And then from the church is a public footpath that'll take you all the way to Tiptree, and from there you can get some quite good views from here.
Okay, what I might do then, I might go off the cattle grid,
Yeah,
because from the other side,
you get a much better view. So I would go down there and do it from the other side, but do not take it into the garden.
where's the garden from here?
Literally, you can't. You can tell it's quite obvious.
Do you mean the whole garden?
The whole garden. I've got members of the public here. I've got family here.
Yeah, I don't want to intrude on where your family are, but I do want to bring it across the land. If that makes sense.
You can
breach the.
You can stay on the footpaths, and
Yeah.
there are quite a lot of footpaths around and about. So as
What
long
about
as
the
you
drone,
stay, the drone stays along the footpath lines
Oh,
as
that's
well.
that's kind of what I was getting at.
That's my answer.
If I stay there, but the drone
Footpath runs
comes across?
right across the lot. It is down. Follow the track down. The footpath runs along to the church, and it runs parallel all the way down here.
You see this brickwork up here though? It's quite nice, right?
Yes.
Detailed.
Yeah, I'm assuming you've got a decent camera on there.
Yeah. So I was thinking
you're not
about getting
faffing
a.
around on this sort of gadget. I can tell
So
you've got quite some stuff.
if we say that's the tower,
Yeah.
I mean I wouldn't be this close. I'd be away, but I wanted to go
No, you can't. No.
not that close, obviously, like
no.
a couple of meters at least.
Yeah. No, particularly without seeing your insurance. Those are my roof tiles, and there are a lot of birds
There are,
underneath
yeah.
them. And there's a lot of roof tiles, and each one is handmade. So I
Really?
do care about them.
Yeah, I do
They are
too.
expensive.
I care about the drone as well.
You'll get. Well, I'm sure you do about the drone. But you'll get a decent enough picture from up there with the quality of camera I suspect you've got on that.
If the drone is seen around here, I know it goes against what you said. If it's seen,
I would just be very disappointed. I mean, what else can I do? I'm not going to shoot it down with a gun.
people threaten it sometimes.
Well, yeah.
I've seen it
But
on the internet.
I really don't. And it would, if you then tried to come back and do more, I would just say no because I couldn't trust you. But if you want to come back and do
Right.
more, send me an email. We'll have a proper communication, and I'm sure we can come to some sort of agreement.
Okay, for the first flight, I will be out there just in case you go in and you think, oh,
Because I can hear a drone.
let me go in and speak to him. I will be there for about half an hour first. Then I'll have a wander.
Have a walk round on the public footpath, and as long as it stays on the public footpath,
Me.
you and it stay on the public
It's
footpath.
it's built to fly.
I know you can do it 100 feet up, but it's got to be on the public footpath.
All right. Well,
Okay?
if we don't speak again and you do see the footage, feel free to. You have permission to use it. You don't need to ask me.
That's very, very kind
If you
of
see it and you go, do you know what? I didn't like his approach to doing it, but I like the footage. Crack on, use it.
Very kind of you. And as I say, if you send me an email and we do it on a slightly more formal basis, you may find us more accommodating.
I just turn up usually. Nice to meet you though.
All right, bye.
Bye. Oh, what a lovely, very well-spoken lady. Indeed. But the drone has to breach. I didn't want to push that part too much. I mean, I think she gathered that I'm probably going to launch it. I'm going to fly over. I'm just going to rely on the drone to do the work. I'm going to bring the drone across and do some close-up shots. I've told her where I'll be. Line of sight's going to be a little bit awkward from here, but I think we should probably be okay through. We should be able to just about see enough to do the low shots. Holy shit, the thunder, man. She's on her way.
That is unbelievably rude of you.
Sorry?
We held a conversation. You came specifically to discuss it with me.
Yeah.
I told you what I thought it, and then what do I find? You've got your drone over my house. What did I say to
I wasn't over the house.
Yes, it was. Don't you lie to me. I saw it on the far side.
From the tower.
That's why I knew you were there.
I was round the tower.
Excuse, don't. It's my home. I know where I live.
Okay,
I know the building.
go on, where was I?
I know where your drone was.
Yep.
I am not pleased. I am not pleased.
I did tell you I'd be out here.
No, I told you you could stay on the public transport, on the public footpath.
Yeah, but I said...
You took the liberty to fly it where I didn't want it.
But I said hypothetically.
I am not impressed. I'm taking your bike, you can come and collect it, and you can bloody well give me your information.
You're taking the bike?
Yeah, I'm taking it down to the house. You can come down.
I wouldn't take it.
And collect it when you
wouldn't
finish
take it.
flying your drone.
I mean, I'm not going to stop you, but...
You have been vulgar enough to drive for your pleasure and your benefit.
Your benefit?
To go, no, I haven't benefited at all.
No, you will.
No, I won't.
Of course you will.
You
It's a beautiful
post
place.
it. You will post it.
But I said you could have it
You
if you
can
want it.
come and collect this when
Right.
you're finished, and I'll see your footage. I am
Right.
furious.
So what
No, you can come and talk
one question, what basis are you taking the bike?
out and collect it from me when you finish flying.
I will, but what basis are you taking it?
Because I want to have a proper and sensible conversation with you.
I'll come in after if you like.
Finish your work. When
I'll
you finish,
You can leave the bike, I'll come in anyway.
I want you to come down.
Yeah, leave the bike.
And I want you to show me your footage.
All right.
How dare you is what I say. You are very rude.
Oh dear. She's not impressed at all. How dare you film my property? I am taking your bike. And you can come and get it after when you've deleted the footage. Or whatever she said. Wow. Oh dear me. What is she doing with the bike, man? Fucking hell. Guys, I let her take it because it just gives me more ammunition to go down there and demand it back. Oh dear me. What a crazy lady. Oh my God. She's going in the estate office. I just realised I've got to walk down there now. I can't even ride my bike. Oh my God. So guys, I did one flight from out there. I've decided while she's still fuming, we're gonna go and get the bike back now, because I'm pretty sure I could hear her yelling down in the car park, saying, "How dare he? How dare he?" Could be wrong though. I'm pretty sure I did. So it's probably going to be a better idea to go and confront her now about this bike. I mean, she's committed theft, but we're not too worried about that. She thinks she's entitled to take it and keep it until I do what she tells me. Well, we're not going to do what she tells me, but I can see her in the car park talking to somebody. Well, not quite, but
Can I see the film, please?
I thought we'd deal with the bike first, and then
No, I've got to deal with the film first. You can have the bike back when I've seen what you've done.
I did one there.
Yeah, you're absolutely terrified the sheep, I gather.
No, because I was high, but to see this with the trees in the way, it's
I
not
did
safe.
tell you there was another side. There's no point out. Why did you stand and wait there
To get-
talk to me, have my answer,
Yeah.
ignore my answer.
No, but I
and
did say-
continue to do what you wanted to do.
I did say
why
I-
did you bother to have the conversation?
I did say hypothetically, if I was to just go off the land
Hypothetically.
and fly it across.
No, it
that's
doesn't
not
work. That's not how the
This
law
is
works.
our
No, hold on.
airspace.
Well,
It's not how the law works. If you fly over this when you've
Yeah.
got other people below, you have a responsibility for all those people. You don't have a right to fly a drone over somebody else's private land. Full
do.
stop. So whether you personally are on our land or on somebody else's
that's what I was
land,
trying to get at with the
no,
lady.
no,
is
what I'm saying to you is that does not affect the legality of the drone over the premises where you're creating a risk to people. That's why people have pilot's licenses and they have their insurances.
Right.
And
You
we
don't-
discussed insurance.
Yeah. I said to her I got the insurance for the
No,
drone. I don't
no,
have it on me,
I
but I've got
can't-
insurance.
I've got insurance to go to the moon. Have I?
What company
I
is
can
it
tell
with?
you that. You have no idea.
So when we spoke, I believed what you told me was for doing it in here, right?
No.
Me.
No, you
No,
didn't. I
no,
don't
you
think.
didn't,
I
and
think
you
it's
didn't.
No, you said if we
like
do that, potentially I could come back and do it from there, right?
When we have organised
Yeah.
it, when you have shown my insurance, and when we have
With all the
agreed.
control.
Were there any whens? No, you didn't do any whens. You went up there, you flew it down here. I saw it on the other
Yeah,
side
but-
of the house. We're open to the public. You didn't show me your insurance. It's my airspace that you're flying in. You didn't have my permission. You decided that hypothetically it
But
wouldn't
crucially,
matter.
you're endangering both the property here and the people below.
How?
Because if that goes wrong,
Yeah.
then then you're endangering them. That's how.
I mean, I can't guarantee it won't go. You know,
No, you
things do
can't.
go
No,
wrong,
you
but
Guarantee it.
No, you can't. And if it did go wrong, what comeback would there be?
well, obviously I would be liable, wouldn't I?
Well,
you
I
would.
didn't
It's
even
my-
know your name.
No, but
You
we
haven't
don't know.
No, but I'm not
Well,
going to run away if the
well,
drone
well,
comes
how
down, am I?
do
I'm
you
going to
No,
come
but-
in.
Well, not necessarily.
I would.
Yeah,
No,
but
no,
that's,
but
that's
you're
you're
telling us
trusting
that.
on us our
But
loyalty.
we've got
Your
That
name.
that number, you would obviously
No, but we
take it and
Sorry,
report it, right?
I'm
No,
not-
no, but you're presupposing a
Hmm.
whole series of things. You took no notice at all, and you're actually, technically you're breaking the law.
But you weren't there.
no,
I
I'm not,
did.
but
I
do know-
did
but I do
say
know-
to yourself.
I was there.
But I do know what the law is.
Yeah, but the discussion was, first of all, can I do it here? No, unless X, Y, Z. Cool, I can't do that today. I've travelled a long way. If I was to go off the land, and that's when you said,
If
well,
you kept the
if you're on
drone
public,
on the footpath,
and then you said keep the drone
on the footpath,
out there, and I said
on the footpath, out of the
I don't want to do that, and then
Yeah, exactly.
and we.
So you simply ignored the entire conversation
I
that
don't
I
need
had.
I didn't. No, I didn't,
You
I didn't ignore it.
You
Didn't ignore it.
You
Well,
did.
you did ignore it.
But I've travelled a long way to fly.
So
Yeah,
what?
yes, so what?
That's not really not our
not my
affair.
problem. But
if you
didn't-
restrict-
but no,
No.
if you had bothered to get in touch beforehand and say I'd like to come and
Yeah.
fly my drone, may I? We'd have said maybe, but we'd need to see proof of this, that, and the other.
But what about if people just turn up like I
Well,
did
like,
today?
like you have.
Yeah, it,
Then
it happens, right?
Then you're not welcome to do that.
But from where I was,
Yeah, even so, you're not welcome because you represent. It's irresponsible of you. Can't you see that?
how is it
He
irresponsible?
can't, he hasn't
Because-
got the
because-
capacity
no,
to.
Sheila,
He
please.
can't.
No, it's okay. I'm not
It's
offended.
It's irresponsible because if something
no, I mean,
goes,
I don't mind.
irresponsible.
I don't mind having a
You
debate or a
know.
discussion. It's okay.
No,
Like,
it's irresponsible because if something goes wrong, then and an accident happens.
Yeah.
We have got no comeback to you if you're flying it from over there.
Hmm.
You know what? Yeah, that's why.
but you know the law states
Yes.
that you can fly over
No, you can't.
properties, right?
No,
No,
you
you can't.
You know-
See, the
you-
law
you
doesn't
can't.
state.
You know the law states that, right?
No,
No,
it
it
doesn't.
doesn't.
I know that.
No, you
You
don't.
may be mistake. Let's disagree on that, right? But the law.
You can't
No, no,
fly
no.
a drone
Sheila,
over.
just wait.
But the law also
Is this
states.
all being filmed as well?
Shall I-
Just out
shall-
of
do you want me to
interest?
record you?
No, but I'm asking you, is it?
I can record it if I
no,
feel I should.
No, I want him to know, is it?
Should I? Is,
No,
is he going to take the drone?
Rephrase
Right. So
it. I have asked you,
No.
is it? Thank you.
no.
Sorry, continue then.
The law also states that in this country you can't take a person's property without asking. You've taken the bike. You've committed theft. So you have actually broken the law. Now I don't care about that because I know you're going to give me the bike back. But it's not great, is it? No.
The reason the bike was taken with you was in order that we could have this discussion without you
Yeah.
just walking
I'd have
off.
came back in anyway. I said to the lady, I'll come back in.
Yeah, but you
You
said
don't
to-
know that, but yeah.
I think the point is that you are doing drone flyers a
Yes.
gross disservice
How?
by behaving like this. That's
In
really
what- in what
you're
way?
doing. Because you are
Set a
not.
very
res-
poor
you know,
example to other
you're,
drone
you're,
flyers.
yeah, you should not be flying your drone over private property without asking.
But you're
for
allowed to
permission.
do that.
No, you're not.
You shouldn't be doing it when there are people here who, if you have an incident with the drone, will be damaged, and we have a duty of care to them because they're paying to come and visit this place, and if they get damaged by somebody flying a drone over it, they'll come back to us, okay? And then we would have to come back to you if we found you.
I feel I'm doing a drone user a service.
Well, you're not doing
Not
us
by
a
only the
service.
beautiful footage. Well, I said to the lady, take the footage if you see it.
We've no desire for the footage. We get offered drone footage left, right and centre all the time.
Right.
We have a lot of drones flying here. We've never had a drone flyer behave like this.
I've been very polite.
Well, you may say you've been very
I haven't
polite,
taken
but
your
you've
car and put it in my cupboard and said you
but
can't have it back.
You haven't taken, well,
Come on, mate.
able to do that. You've taken no notice whatsoever about what was asked of you.
I did.
No, you
There were
didn't.
people up there when I flew. I didn't go over when they were there.
Well, how did you get round to the other side?
I flew around the side.
And you think that?
I don't want to go over the
right.
top. I want to see the tower, right?
Sorry. Anyway, get your bike back
You
and
have your
be
bike
gone.
back, but I want your name and address, please.
Name and address. What gives you the right? What do you think gives you the right to take my bike?
Oh, because that's the only way I can have a sensible conversation with you.
Doesn't make it lawful, though, does it?
No, but nothing you've done is lawful either.
But I'm abiding. I am abiding by the law.
Yeah, and I'm not keeping your bike, so you're getting it back. But
Do you think you have the right to take that without me wanting you to take it? Come on.
You're spoiling for a fight.
I think
I'm not spoiling for a fight.
now,
I didn't take the bike, did I, my
I
friend?
didn't damage the bike. Your bike is coming back to you. I needed a conversation
Yeah,
with you.
I've
It's
got-
taken an awful lot to get this conversation with you.
I was
I don't
there.
know what I had to say to you for you to understand the situation I gave you. I told you we left on polite terms.
Yeah.
I thought you understood.
It's not your airspace,
you
though.
simply ignored everything I said.
Well, I didn't, but
Yes, you did. There's nothing you have done since you've arrived here.
you can't
that
stop
has
people
been
flying over
as requested.
from public.
Then why did you ask? Why did you bother if you thought you had the right?
Because-
you don't have the right, and you didn't have the insurance.
Because
If
people.
you had had your insurance, this may not have been the same conversation.
I've got insurance for the drone, so if it came
how
to
do I
it,
know that? You're going to give me your name and address, and you're going to give it to me.
am I? And if I don't,
Well, we can stand here for a while, actually. I'm in no rush.
I'm going to go out here. It's a bit nice day. Well, it was a nice day. Yeah, it was. Yeah. What was I going to say? The drone can fly over. You don't own the airspace, right? You know that. So
So you can just do Buckingham Palace, can you? Can you do the Houses of Parliament? Can you go straight over the top of Essex County Council? Can you do all
you can
those
do the
things?
you can do the last one. Yeah.
Yeah, you just do it, no problem.
You can do the last one, but the first one has a red circle, meaning you can't fly.
Yeah, the answer is you cannot take photographs of property without permission.
That's in your eyes. The law says you can.
No, the law doesn't.
People like to photograph these places, right?
Yeah,
They're beautiful.
People who do photography here, I discuss it with them normally.
Fair
And
enough.
most of them do not treat me the way you've treated this.
I haven't treated you badly.
You have.
How?
You have utterly ignored what
You've
I
deprived me of my property temporarily.
Yeah, only because I
That's
had
rude,
to have
isn't it?
communication with you.
Yeah, but
And now I'm having this communication, and it's not satisfactory, as you can tell. As you can tell, because I can see it in your whole body, your stance, your belief. You're so sure of yourself. And
I am
this-
sure.
This is if
Yeah.
I take your address, I pick up my drone, I stand outside your front door, and I zoom it round and round.
I mean, you-
without insurance.
feel free. I mean, I can't stop you doing that.
No. So you.
I don't live in a castle.
You think that's acceptable? Because my house was built 500 years ago and yours was not.
Yeah.
You think it's acceptable that you have the right to come here?
Should I tell you my right? What I think?
Yes.
Your house is open to the public today,
Yes.
so that gives people the right or
Come
the.
in by agreement with a payment. Did you pay your entrance fee?
So it's the payment you're after.
No.
right.
No. What I'm after is permission.
Right.
I give them permission to come into my house.
Yeah, yeah.
You and I have the conversation.
We did. We disagreed
and
a little bit,
I
but
told you what the answer was, and you simply ignored.
I was adamant to fly, and I thought I'd put that across to you.
Simply ignoring me.
I thought I'd put it across.
You're adamant. I'm adamant. If
Yeah.
that's the word you like to use.
I was sure.
I'm adamant that I didn't want you to do it.
Okay, but how would we move
But then
past
so
that?
we're both on adamance.
But how would we move past? I'm there. You walked inside, and I thought,
You thought, oh well, bugger the woman. It doesn't matter. She's of no consequence.
No,
I
I-
don't enjoy being of no consequence.
I thought, what a nice,
No.
well-spoken lady.
Yes, and I was very polite.
But I have to
was
fly.
Why do you have to fly? Why do you have to fly? Why have to? What makes that the most important thing in
It's
the
within the
whole-
law.
No, that's not the answer. Have to.
Yeah.
Have to. That's an extraordinarily powerful statement. I have to fly.
Last night-
I have to have this conversation. I have to have
Last night I scheduled a flight here, as in
So did you
I made my
communicate
plan.
with me?
No, but
Where was the communication?
I made plans
Where
at
was
home.
the
I
with
thought
me?
I'll go here, I'll go here.
Did you see the email address on my website, the telephone number on my website? Contact me this way.
I did actually have a quick look at your
It's all
website.
there. And
I just had a quick look.
Did you have to phone me? Well, it would have been nice, but no, you didn't bother because that wasn't.
So are you offended that I didn't call you?
I'm offended that you just presume you have to do it because you had it in your mind, with no presumption of anybody else's position in this storyline at all.
Nobody else has a say whether I fly my drone from the public road, right?
Over private property.
Yeah.
Could you please just get me a pencil and paper? Yeah.
Should we go outside? You can
No.
leave the bike there if you want. Come out.
No,
I just
no,
feel a
no,
bit
no.
claustrophobic in
No,
here.
that's all right. That's not my problem.
No, I mean if you want to talk,
I can talk.
if you want to keep it in there as a what do you call
All I want is
it,
your
security.
name and address. No, all I want is your name and address.
But we disagree on the drone, so I just feel like we're going to be, you know.
But as soon as I've got your name and address, I will give you the bike back. And I would, if you're going to do it again on any other private property, I suggest you talk to them beforehand. Name and address, please.
That's better. I feel a bit.
That's right. That's your problem, not mine.
So
name and address. Name and address, please.
I did my one there.
What do you mean?
I did my flight. You know, you saw me, right?
Yeah, I saw you. I know exactly what it is.
No, the batteries last about 20 minutes. So I did my flight.
Lovely. Yes. Name and address. That's all I want.
Hold
Name
on.
and address.
Be patient.
Well, then you
I'm not
can
going
go
anywhere, am I?
back
The
and you
bike's in
can
there.
go.
Right. To get around this building has been difficult for me with the trees in the way.
Yeah, I told you there's a public footpath that goes all the way around here. You didn't go to it. You stuck at the top.
But if
came
I
over the top.
but if I wanted to,
You get on the other side. Beautiful.
by law, you have to be able to keep the drone in your sight. So if I come over this side and I drop it a bit low, I won't be able to see it.
Yeah, but you can walk all the way down.
So from
All
that
the way
road, are
down.
you saying
Yeah,
I could probably
you
be
are
able
on
to
a
see?
public footpath. You didn't listen to what I said. Public footpath
Yeah.
goes along to the church.
No, I meant if I brought the drone in here.
Honestly, I don't care anymore. I just want your name and address,
Right.
please.
Okay.
It's your name and address, please.
Yeah.
It is.
What would you do with that?
I'm going to keep hold of it.
Right.
And then if the footage comes up and it's a problem.
I think, to be honest, there's your bike.
Thank you.
Scram.
No.
No,
No
okay.
scram,
No,
just
all
go.
right, I'm gone.
Go, okay?
Really.
So are you both the
really
owners?
disappointed.
Go.
So
Go.
disappointed.
Don't speak to me like that, mate. Oh, dear. That was a first for me. The bike being taken. Guys, if you ever have property taken doing audits and stuff, let them take it, because they're just digging themselves in a hole when they do it. Don't try and stop them taking it. Let them take it. Because now the only thing that's happened here is they've committed theft. So we'll do a couple more flights here. It started to thunder and lightning during the flight, so not good. But the sun's coming out again now, so we should have a little bit more of a beautiful view to film. We're going to go down that road and see if we can get a better view. It's amazing how these people think they own the airspace and we're breaking the law. People are going to slate me a little bit for saying you were too soft with them, you didn't speak up for yourself enough. I was playing stupid on purpose here for a very good reason, because the amount of rubbish they were coming out with is absolutely comedy, and I enjoy that part. When people overstep the mark, like her and him, to be fair, I want them to make themselves look as stupid as possible. And if I start hammering it down straight away, sometimes people don't show that side of them. So I wanted to let them do that, and that's why near the end there I was sort of saying, you do know that you don't own the airspace, right? And had it continued, I would have said, look, this is what CAA law, blah blah blah. But then she came, name and address. Well, we all finished here. Finally. Been here a long time. Done 3 separate flights. Not the easiest location to fly. It's surrounded by trees. Managed to get it done just about. I had to move around quite a bit. And that concludes the day in Colchester. Tomorrow, we're going somewhere else. I'm going now. I know the owner wasn't too happy.
No, she
But-
wasn't. Anyway, there you go.
I thought
I've got things to do, so I better carry on. And as you haven't paid to come in, there you go.
oh no,
I thought you were going.
what it is, when people see drones flying, they panic a little bit. So I thought if I come in and let her know it's finished, then at least she knows there's no more happening today, you know?
Didn't she tell you not to do it?
Yeah, but we misunderstood each other. That I thought out on the public,
Why would you misunderstand someone telling you not to do it then?
because
Because
she said, like, if you're going to do it, you can go and stand on the tower if you want, but you need to do this, this and this, right? Different day.
Yeah.
So I said, if I go out there,
Anyway, I'm not going to enter into it, so thank you very much.
no, I didn't come in to argue. I just wanted to tell you to let her know it's finished, for one.
Yes, I will.
And
Yes.
2, it might be a bit cheeky to ask, can I charge the drone up or not? Is it too cheeky?
Yes, it's definitely too
I thought
cheeky.
so, yeah.
Yes.
I thought with it being in the middle of nowhere,
No.
I'll ask, you know.
No.
Because, no worries. I didn't mean to cause you any bother. You've been lovely.
All right.
Bye. Poor lady. I didn't want to give her any more stress. I could see she was getting stressed out. Just with me being there, she's getting stressed, so I thought, just go. So, yeah, they're all under the belief here that the owner calls the shots on whatever she wants to do. Unfortunately, it's not the airspace. Yeah, I thought asking to charge the drone up would be a bit cheeky, to be fair. I didn't really want to ask her. I wanted to ask the main lady because it's nothing to do with this lady here. She's just a poor lady on reception, you know. She was very nice, very polite, very professional. Yeah, we'll have a quick look for her. If we can't see her, we'll go. I don't think we're going to see her. Well, we've left. I was hoping we'd run into the crazy lady again who thinks she owns everything. I would love to have asked her if I can charge my drone up for a bit, or my bike. I would have loved to, but hey ho. We're going to leave it there. It's sunny, cloudy, one of them days, you know. So, thank you for watching, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Home point updated. Home point updated. Landing.
So guys, another third location, just to get right down fairly low at the very front, where we had the argument, just there. Couldn't do a lot of moving, but there's a very small gap in the trees.